Hello, everybody. My name is Katie Perry. I am so excited to be here today with Michael Moe, CEO of KULR Technology Group. They deliver safe, high-performance energy solutions for space, aerospace, defense, a lot of really cool, high-tech things, and they got some big news to share with us today. Michael, thank you so much for joining us today on Stocktwits.
Yeah, well, thank you for having us here today, Katie.
Okay, so you guys have some big news today. You're announcing expansion into robotics with the German Bionic AI-powered exoskeletons for the U.S. workforce. Let's get into that, but maybe before we do, quickly give us an overview of your business and what you do, and then let's jump into this big news around robotics.
Yeah, this is Michael Moe. I'm the CEO of KULR Technology Group. We're in the energy management business. We have developed energy management products for NASA, DoD customers. Our products are on the Mars Rover Perseverance International Space Station, and we're very focused on making sustainable energy. Like you said, today we're expanding into the robotics world, into exoskeleton. So it's a very big day for us.
Tell us how to think about this exoskeleton product in your world. I think some of us, we were joking a little bit earlier, we think Iron Man, we think insects. What does an exoskeleton product do for what type of customers?
I actually personally prefer Iron Man over insects, so that's okay. But we believe that exoskeleton is going to be a very big business in the U.S. And right now there are no clear market leaders at this time. So our partnership with German Bionic started when we are expanding our KULR One battery platform into robotics applications. We approached them as a potential customer, but pretty quickly we realized that the exoskeleton really presents one of the most immediate time to market and time to revenue opportunity in the robotics in the physical AI world. German Bionic has developed the world's most powerful exoskeleton. They call it the Apogee Ultra, which is their 6th generation product. It's designed to support and optimize workers through lifting and walking augmentation. That basically helps you to lift more weight with less strain on your back with its built-in robots. And then they have a fantastic team that's developed this extremely well-engineered product, as you would expect from German engineering. And it's deployed by some of the top customers in Europe, from logistics to manufacturing like BMW, retailers like IKEA, transportation companies, healthcare companies. It's got a proven business model. So we believe this is the best entry into the robotics market with a very intimate machine to human interface where we can learn a lot about how the machines can help human operate in real life environments. It would also provide very valuable data to train future robots in those environments. So, we're super excited to be an exclusive partner to bring more technology to this platform and also market this product to North American customers.
Lots of excitement around robotics as a space of exploration right now and for your business. And I want to kind of drill down a little bit and talk through some of the applications you see for this. What are the market opportunities? What does the business model look like?
The global market for wearable robotics is projected to hit about $42 billion by 2033. So we see huge potential across industries that have labor shortage and also high physical demand. Right now, German Bionics is selling into the European market in 2 business models. One is product sales for a little bit less than 20,000 euros per suit, or you can lease the suit from them at about 20 euros a day. I think the customer engagement right now is about 50-50, 50% product sales and 50% leasing model. We see the same model to be applicable in the United States. We'll have a product sales and leasing model that at a very aggressive price, depending on the volume. In North America, key markets include warehouse distribution, healthcare, manufacturing, construction, transportation. These are industries where improving worker safety, extending work-life longevity is top priority. And as the volume ramps up, our costs will go down and we'll pass it on to our customers. And we haven't even started the conversation with insurance companies like for workers' comp and so forth, and how these devices can lower the cost for them and premium to their customers. As we all know, insurance is one of the highest costs of running our business here in the United States. So a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. Two things you said stood out. The warehouse and the healthcare applications. Those are 2 words that we talk about a lot on Stocktwits in the context of investing, but curious if you can elaborate on what those specific applications look like.
For warehouse and distribution, some statistics that we found out in the U.S., there's approximately about 1.8 million employees in the warehouse and distribution sector, and there's a shortfall of positions. It's estimated to be about 2 million unfilled positions by 2030. And for the exoskeleton suit, and warehouse workers try it on, it will reduce the strain on their lower back doing static lift, which is what most of them do, by up to 54%. And that's a huge physical relief for these warehouse workers. For healthcare sector, here in the US, we have about 2 million nurses or nursing assistants in the US, another three-quarter healthcare professionals at nursing home facilities. Home health and personal health aid is about another 4 million workers. So the Apogee suit is being used in German hospitals right now, demonstrate that it can dramatically lower the lower back pain strain for nurses when they're helping patients to move around. I'll give you a little fun fact. The latest generation of suit, which is the Apogee Ultra, was developed in collaboration with Charity Hospital, one of the most prestigious hospital in Germany. One of the enhancements that requested by the nurses was to build handles around the suit so that patients can hold on to it. Without the suit, patients usually hold on to the nurse's neck, which can be awkward and not as effective. So frequently, patients are reluctant to ask for help because they don't want to bother the nurse and they feel a little bit awkward. With the Apogee suit, they found data that the patients are a lot more proactive in asking for help, getting up, move around, get outside, and recover better and faster. So for the nurses, also help them to be able to help the patients much easier too. So it's a win-win combination.
So interesting, and speaks to the importance of really speaking to the end user of these products as you're developing them, because that seems like a nuance that you would almost have to be in that room day-to-day to pick up on. So fascinating to hear. I want to shift over to this big topic that is on the minds of a lot of investors, which is this onshoring push. So lots of discussion about bringing manufacturing jobs back to the U.S. We're obviously amid a trade war. How do you think KULR's technology can help address this labor shortage problem we have here in the U.S. and perhaps even abroad?
The U.S. manufacturing sector employ over 12 million workers, and there's approximately 500,000 unfilled manufacturing positions. So looking ahead, the demand for manufacturing workers to grow even more substantially, and there's going to be about 2 million unfilled positions about 2030. But the Apogee suit is designed to reduce physical strength, prevent the workplace injury, also to extend the working life of employees. With that condition in mind, so they're able to attract new workers in the field of the manufacturing with a more friendly and less stressful work environment. There's also the construction industry as well. The construction industry employs over 8 million workers, and they also face significant the labor shortage for, I think, in the tune about 400,000 construction workers. And also U.S. is currently dealing with a significant housing shortage of about 4 million homes. In addition, we're in the midst of this AI data center construction, this building new factories to build manufacturing back to the U.S. So there's significant labor shortage, and also how to help the aging, experienced labor force to be more productive and healthier. And this is where the exoskeleton suits can really play a role. So all these are incredible, tailwind for the exoskeleton product to get wider adoption. So in addition to the manufacturing and the construction, we had conversation with one of the largest airlines in the U.S. They employ over 15,000 ramp agents. These are men and women that lift and move baggages and cargo on the runway of the airports. Obviously, they can benefit from this, but they also need longer operational time. Currently, the suits use off-the-shelf batteries that last for about 3 hours. They need longer time so that the agents don't have to come back to the depot to swap out the batteries during mid-shift. So this is where the KULR's, our core technology on the battery, can come in, add value, and provide a high energy battery pack to achieve that. So there's a lot of work that we're doing together to enhance these products for the end user.
Very exciting. And I know KULR, like you mentioned, you have a range of products and a range of things you're building. Can you walk us through sort of how this robotics journey started, how it all began, and how you got to where you are right now?
It all started with batteries. As we expand the KULR One battery platform into new applications, robotics was a very exciting one. And so we started talking to different customers, including, German Bionic. But as we got deeper into the conversation, we quickly realized there's significant opportunity, to really improve the physical labor conditions through these AI machine interface, with the human. This thing reduces muscle activity during lifting by over 50%. Reduce spinal curvature, reduce the loading on lumbar spine, and gives the overall workers a great deal of relief on the perceived effort they have in the physical, on the physical labor. So these are just great benefits. So our view about robotics and AI is that a deeper machine to human interface is the most interesting one at this moment in time. And it also presents the most immediate business opportunity and potentially probably the most profitable one in the near future.
And Michael, how do you think AI can apply to this application?
AI is all about the data, right? So these suits have a very sophisticated machine to human interface through sensors throughout the suit that collects data on how workers use them and how the suits impact performance and well-being. So we're just kind of scratching the surface on how to apply AI to all these data points. I can give you some kind of quick examples based on how the user moves and lifts things and how much weight they have lifted for the day. AI can provide recommendations on when the person may be closer to fatigue or to take a break, or can provide recommendations on stretch and cool down exercises for faster recovery and to prevent the injury. Just remember, these suits reduce stress, but does not eliminate them completely. So we still need to take care of the workers. And the more the device is used, the smarter and the more adaptive the suits will become.
And so this is obviously a dedicated business unit now, and you guys are launching things, announcing things in this robotics space. How should investors think about robotics and AI fitting within the broader KULR strategy?
Yep. I believe that every company will become an AI and software company because AI intelligence will, and perhaps already has, surpassed human intelligence, and AI will write software for you to solve your problems. So AI robotics are central to KULR's future. We focus on apply AI and integrating intelligence directly into the physical systems to enhance functions and real-world utilities. Our long-term roadmap is including a full suite of robotic solutions, starting with wearables. Then we develop a lot of IP and know-how around these vertical applications. As you can see, there's a lot of intricacies when you get into the actual application themselves. And we look forward to potentially develop AI agent software to really unbundle the power of the data and the analysis around these different vertical applications. And KULR will be AI-centric.
Yeah, and as you're talking, I can't help but think about potential applications outside of even the ones you listed. You must have sports agents, teams calling you. I think of LeBron James and whatever exoskeleton he might be wearing. Do you think there's applications into more individual use cases outside of the corporate world as well?
Yeah, that's great. I think I'll talk to Steph Curry first, and I talk to LeBron to make my Warriors a little bit better. No, I think that this machine to human interface will give you so much data and so much intelligence around it. You can analyze it, and it will give you the capability to enhance the performance, like the cool down, the stretch, the preventative measures, and all that. This is all going to come from data, right? So I think that we're just barely scratching the surface on this, and we're looking forward to future generations of the device, from lower back pain to knees to shoulders to elbows to across the body, and then evolve from exoskeleton to full robotics and the full enhancement of the human experience.
I do want to ask a question just on building and running this company. Operating in such a high-tech environment, it's very futuristic. You must get a lot of interest in people who want to work there and build this future. When you and your team are vetting candidates, what are some of the traits or cultural traits that people might have that make them succeed at KULR?
I think they must be self-motivated. They must be open to change. It's a very dynamic environment. You may know that we also adopted the Bitcoin Treasury Reserve as our treasury strategy. So I talked about, it's a very dynamic environment where that the future of money, which is Bitcoin, the future of work, which is robotics, AI, all that stuff combined, is really what the KULR culture needs to be to prepare for the future. Because it's my kind of a belief that as AI and all these things advances, you're going to have more DeepSeek moments in the future. You're going to have more disruption to your own business as well as other businesses because of AI, robotics, and just how fast things move. And now we're in the midst of this, geopolitical tension as well. So it's got to be dynamic. It's got to be self-motivated, and you gotta take charge and be able to move fast.
Yes, resilience in DeFi. If you want to work at KULR and work for Michael Mo, CEO of KULR Technologies. Michael, thank you so much for stopping by, sharing this news with us. You'll have to come back soon and give us some updates.
Great. Thank you so much.